These two EMF meters are 20 cm from the front of that laptop. I'm trying to trigger the highest EMF output this laptop can make by running a program that stresses the GPU. You could see that the laptop can emit up to 3 times more dirty magnetic at times. The laptop is shutting down. Here is a top-down view of where the EMF meters were positioned. This is the same test, but the meters switched position. The EMF can be at least twice as much at times. I advise stress testing a computer and comparing the results with results when it's idle. I switched the laptop off, you would think, but it will go in sleep mode here. That white device still measures something until I pull the power. Now similar tests with this older laptop. This laptop has no graphics card, and this white device measures the most from it when this laptop is idle. This is with the better two EMF meters about 10 cm from the front of the laptop. Now some tests directly underneath the laptops. It's a big difference on this white device when the laptop is idle. This white meter here was not touching the laptop, it was still a bit from it. You can see that depending on what a computer has to do, can make quite some difference in the EMF it makes. Many people don't understand how we can react to a laptop and other devices, thinking this is crazy. But I measure more here than I measured under high voltage power lines. And many are scared of that, but not from laptops. And we are labeled the crazy ones? The left 2 meters wiggle from a source. The white meter doesn't, where it's positioned, but you can see it do that in a minute. On this one there are also spots where the meters max out. This is with the computer running that graphics card stress test. Here the computer is idle. Here the computer is shut down. Again, you can see there is a big difference between different EMF meters. So you can still be exposed to EMF from these laptops if you place a keyboard and mouse over here, in addition to what these emit. At least this laptop isn't haunted. Just kidding. So you can see that you can still be exposed much further than some people realize. And most EMF meters cannot detect this far. Hopefully this helps explaining why some EMF sensitive people can still feel EMF where a meter doesn't. This isn't crazy because devices have limits, including this one. It's very expensive to be able to measure everything. For example, this device measures down to 0.1 nanotesla, but how far would we measure if this one would measure down to 10 picotesla, for example?